Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will continue a little bit regarding our last previous lecture. We have studied the scope of political theory, and in today's lecture, we will study the utility and significance of the study of political theory. Why we study political theory? Firstly, we can say relevant to solving our problems in life. Political theory has close relations with a number of academic disciplines such as history, ethics, sociology, economics, and other areas of study. These subjects furnish theories and data which political theorists use to construct political theory. Naturally, all these disciplines are useful to life in many ways, and our political theory is much more relevant to solve our problems. Secondly, knowledge of our rights and duties. A democratic government implies popular participation in political processes such as elections. We should be conscious of our rights, especially the right to vote. This right should be exercised sensibly. Our knowledge of political theory tells us the right to vote is not only a right but a duty as well. The voters should choose the best man, or we can say who deserve our valuable vote. If they are guided by narrow or castious considerations, society has to suffer the consequences of their choice. So, political theory provide us uh, this rational knowledge or this reasoning to people. By this, they can easily judge to whom they will cast their votes. We study political theory because political theory liberalizes the outlook. By the study of political theory, an individual may think more logically about concepts such as liberty, equality, and justice. The subject has an academic tradition which is associated with the names of great thinkers like Socrates, Aristotle, John Stuart Mill, and Mahatma Gandhi. Political theory teaches us to be tolerant of other people's attitudes or beliefs. Liberty and equality are not just abstract principles, these concepts reflect ideals that we should try to follow. An intelligent citizen is committed to liberal ideals and civil liberties. Policies essentially is the art of the possible. We study in political theory. We should not expect too much from government. Politics is essentially the art of the possible. Limitations on any government are there for all of us to see. A political system has to function under different kinds of compulsions and constraints. It would be well to remember that politics can never provide a remedy to all of the ills. If there are too many demands, tensions arise, which, if not controlled, will destroy the system. So, the impossible things can be possible through the political theory. A growth in the reasoning power of the mind. It also helped by the political theory. A political concept is not merely a matter of faith, it develops through much reasoning. Different ideologies liberalism, Marxism, and socialism, for example, have been subjected to verification, and the thinkers relied on facts and practical experience. At the same time, there are such theories also as have no scientific basis. For example, many fascist rulers, Nazis rulers, were thought they have unlimited powers. That is not according to logic. Okay, political theory. Now we can say in the conclusion, political theory generates a spirit of reasoning which would help students to produce arguments when they participated in debates, or we can say they use their rights, they behave socially. In that time people can use their reasoning and logic regarding the politics. I hope all the points are clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.